Chibi from the Birthday Massacre, and you're watching COMA Music Magazine.
Alright, welcome. This is Rocky Lee with COMA Music Magazine, and here I am today in St. Petersburg with Chibi from Birthday Massacre.
Hello!
And here we're just going to be asking a couple questions about the band. With your new album, Hide and Seek, it really captures the tone of dream rock without compromising your signature sounds. How is it that you're able to keep the Birthday Massacre sound after so many years?
I think that it's a constant struggle because you want to remain relevant and you want to keep doing things that are fresh and new, but at the same time, you said you don't want to compromise the reasons why people like your band and why you started writing music. So, I mean, I just think we've grown as people and we've grown as musicians, and I think fundamentally we still have all the same interests and we still want to communicate the same stuff, but I think you're just naturally going to grow after, I think we're on 5 albums now, so.
Yeah, that's crazy, and you guys have definitely stuck with your sound very, very well. When you first started out, you called yourselves Imagica. Clive Barker fans would get the reference, but it's no mystery that you've been inspired by fictional classics. What other fantasy stories inspired your music?
Fantasy stories inspiring the music. I'm trying to, I mean, we watch a lot of, I mean, I don't know how much of it leaks into music. I mean, we're all watching Breaking Bad right now, but we're not writing songs about cooking meth, you know, but I guess sort of the whole Game of Thrones thing was interesting because it has that kind of fantasy, kingdomy, magic stuff. I'm not a huge fan of the miniseries myself with that. I really liked the books, but there's definitely, I don't know, I mean, we haven't written any Game of Thrones stuff either.
I think you should.
Should we?
That'd be pretty fun.
Write a song about Winterfell?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Your albums Nothing and Nowhere and Violet really introduced what would become the TVM staple, up-tempo drums with darker tones accompanied by dreamlike synths and of course your vocals. At what point did you feel that you really accomplished your sound?
That's a really interesting question. I don't think that we were really trying to, this is the type of music that we want to make. You know, I think it almost sounds ridiculous to say it happened organically, but it really kind of did. I think we weren't like, let's start a synth pop band. You know, we weren't, there was no goal in mind. We just wrote music that we liked, the kind of stuff that we would want to listen to.
With the 2010 release of Pins and Needles, your fans were introduced to more driving, harder sounds which were relieved by the eerie sort of lullaby songs that you have in between. What was it that determined this new variety?
We'd been touring. You know, when we were first writing the first few albums, we were starting to tour. We hadn't toured, of course, at the beginning. So once we started doing a multitude of live shows, I think that the live element, we had that in mind when we were writing the music. What songs would be fun to play? What songs what songs we picture people enjoy dancing to?
Driving guitar riffs and stuff
That's
like
exactly
that.
it. Stuff that'd be fun to play live that everyone can have a good time with. So that, I mean, that didn't take over, but it definitely was part of the process for us. We had that in mind, definitely, and on Pins and Needles for sure. That was let's write an album that will be fun to play live, and that was kind of part of that.
The first time I heard it, I remember listening to the first track, and I was like, whoa, like, you know,
yeah, just kind of, there's a lot of really aggressive songs on that album, so,
yeah. It punched me in the face.
So do I.
Your aesthetic as a band is very distinct. What inspired the creative drive behind your look as a band, and how do you think it influences your music, or how do you think your music is influenced by that?
We always wanted to present sort of a cohesive package. We had our website that had this sort of ambiance around it. We had all the music that we'd worked on. And so, I mean, having these sort of like dreamscapes and these lyrics and the artwork and putting all the thought into the imagery, if we showed up in jeans and t-shirts, it wouldn't have worked with what we were doing.
No, not at all.
You know, sometimes I wish I could show up in my jeans and t-shirt, you know what I mean? But yeah, it absolutely wouldn't work. So I think sort of presenting ourselves in a togetherness sort of way, like we've worn matching
really
uniforms.
Unifying, yeah.
Absolutely, and that's important to us, and I think that people in the audience can relate to that too. I mean,
oh yeah.
We have a few years ago we wore these homemade sort of scout shirts with patches on them, and so you'll get people coming to shows with their own like handmade, you know, scout shirts or bunny shirts or blood splattered shirts, and honestly, it's great. It's great for the sense of community with the band and our audience, and
something to identify with as a whole.
Totally, and it's fun to dress up, and it's fun to so we enjoy it.
You've worked with bands like Mindless Self-Indulgence and Kill Hannah.
Yep.
Infusing your custom sounds on features like Never Wanted to Dance and Boys and Girls.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
Can we look forward to more awesome collaborations?
Oh, absolutely. There's so many things that we want to do. So many bands we'd love to work with, and we've talked about different projects. But it just seems like there's never enough time. If we're free, then the band that we want to work with is touring. You know, it's one of those things where if things align, yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of stuff we'd love to do, but
the whole MSI Birthday Massacre thing was genius.
It was, and it was really fun to do that too. And yeah. I'm glad you liked it. It's one of my favorite things we've done.
It's awesome. Let's talk about influences. But I'm not going to be generic here, but what are some unexpected artists that you're influenced by? Something that people would be like, yo, that's weird.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of if there's anyone unexpected. I mean, we've always said that we like a sort of a wide range, everything from Roxette. Do you remember Roxette? Do you remember Roxette? They did She's Got the Look and Joyride, and it was like a 90s band with a girl and a guy singing. And really, really cool stuff. I think they're Swedish. Oh my gosh, they're so good. So, and that's like great pop band. And I mean, even just stuff like Pantera and like Metallica. We all sort of, can you even hear me over the music outside? But yeah, just a wide range of stuff, you know. Cool. I can't think of anything really unexpected, but yeah.
Alright, your remix album for Pins and Needles, titled Imaginary Monsters, had a couple new tracks in it, of course, but it was vastly popular within the gothic industrial scene. Will you be doing anything similar with Hide and Seek?
Wait, sorry, repeat the question.
Will you be making a remix album for Hide and Seek?
A remix album.
It's an FCAT question.
Was that?
No.
I don't know. It's been a really unpredictable year for us, and normally we're always thinking 4 or 5 steps ahead as best you can. But
you're chess players.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you gotta think about things. You gotta think about what the next step's gonna be, and this with this writing cycle and touring cycle, everything's been very unpredictable. I had some health issues with my voice, and so I mean, we weren't even able to plan a video because I was waiting to hear back from doctors, and I had to have surgery, and so instead of being like, yes, in May we'll do this, and then we'll do the video, and then we'll have this tour, and then we'll do this remix album, and we'll do this collaboration. It's more than like,
you decide
when are you going to be healed so we can even just do this tour. So that was the tour. Right now has been the focus, and when we get home, then we're going to start looking ahead again.
Right. Which of your songs is mostly demanded for encore?
Oh God, Blue, Video Kid, Happy Birthday, sort of the classics. You know what I mean? I guess even Looking Glass is one that people really like to hear. We definitely know the classic ones that people want to hear.
Oh yeah.
So we're safe. Even tonight we got some stuff for the encore.
Right.
People call things out too. And it's always a terrible feeling when they're like, play Holiday.
And you're like,
womp.
Yeah. Last question.
Yeah.
And this is really irrelevant, so it's fun.
Okay.
Do you like Jeopardy?
Oh gosh, yeah. Trebek? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in. I love it. I would like to think I'm good at it, even though I'm probably not.
Yeah, I really feel bad after the first couple questions. And I'm like, how are these people so fast?
The thing that really strikes me about Jeopardy, and I know you said that this is irrelevant, but do you remember that show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And there's all these sort of new ones, and it's like one step, like $5 billion. Like the steps, it's like you answer 2 questions and you're at the $1 million. If you look at these people on Jeopardy, they're just like founts of knowledge, and it's like $100, $200, $300.
And it's not fair.
Get these people on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Anyways, but yeah, I really respect the people in that show. They're smart. It's good.
Yeah.
They win. Me too.
Alrighty, well, we're wrapping up. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and welcoming us into your home.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. Can't wait.